All right, what's up, KQRC fans? All of 10 of you. I'm just joking. For those of you that are watching, it's up to you if you want to subscribe or not, but just making this video about these shocks I found on eBay. And it's just like a Chinese brand. It's not really, I don't think, a brand name. It just says for shocks for whatever. And I bought these for the Baja Rey. And they make these shocks or they make different lengths that fit different vehicles. And I found these to fit the Baja Rey, and they bolt right up. I get a little less droop in the rear, just a little less. And I don't know if you have a Baja Rey and you're used to looking at it, but this is definitely a little less than stock droop, which is okay because it still droops a ton. And you don't want too much binding on your U joint right there. So all in all, I think it made for a perfect fit. My son has been playing around with this because I'm the one. I have the bigger ones, and I really don't want him messing around with those quite yet. There's something in the works for him. I'm not gonna spoil it on the channel, so in case he's might be watching. Yes, I know he watches this channel, so he's been running this thing. It was jumping really good. And you can see I haven't cleaned it up yet. I still got some foxtails and whatnot stuck in there. But all in all, I think they're great. They leak just like every other shock does out in the market. I've never had a shock that hasn't leaked. Sorry for the focus. But all in all, they work really good. I was pleasantly surprised. So for the price, I think I paid like $40 for them. And you can't even get a stock shock. I think two stock shocks are like $40 or something like that, and they're plastic. So these ones are great. They're aluminum. They look cool. Metal always looks cool on anything. Plastic's just cheap, but plastic does benefit in some areas where it might take a beating, such as like control arms and stuff like that, bumpers. Well, imagine if this bumper was metal. It would be horrible. So anyway, Baja Rey still running strong. As you can see, I still have the dynamite system in there. Yes, dynamite system is still kicking. So I know there's a lot of haters out there with dynamite or Spectrum using like Hobby Wing stuff and everything. I think this stuff is great. They're not going to put the top end crap in a ready to run, because otherwise no one would buy it. This $450 Baja Rey, if you put really good electronics in it, now it's up to the $650 maybe range or so, maybe even higher. And no one's going to really want to buy it because they can just go get a truck similar or get someone's roller or whatever it is and put their own electronics in and possibly get it way cheaper. So it's a good entry-level system, I think. It's brushless. It gets the job done. This thing still screams. Could it be faster? Of course. But, this thing already at the speed it's at, it's almost hard. It's almost too hard to control. Just the way this thing is designed, these tires, everything. It's just... It's still a really fun truck, though. So, the focus is on my Baja Rey, but I will get a video going about this guy. He's all together. Frankenstein is alive, and he's running strong. So anyway, guys, don't be afraid to buy these eBay shocks. I know there's some blogs out there that talk about them and stay away, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Well, I'm showing you firsthand experience. This is one run. Maybe two runs. Maybe two packs. Haven't cleaned it at all. But like I said, all shocks have a little bit of leakage. It's inevitable. You're going to get some leakage out of any shock. You can use all the green slime you want. I've done it. Trust me, I've done it all. You bash it hard enough, it's going to squeeze past your O-ring. It's going to squeeze past the green stuff. This is not high grade, regular car shocks. I mean, even these are prone to leaking. They're not leaking yet, but they're about to be because they got a good 50,000 miles on them and towing in some rough stuff. So these being you know, the model grade whatever shock. These are not really super expensive shocks. If you want to go super expensive shocks, go the Pro lines. But even Pro lines, I heard they still kind of leak. So, you know, the tighter the tolerances, the better. But also the tighter the tolerances, from my experience, things wear down a lot faster when they're tighter. And it's kind of like my Glocks. My Glocks have super loose tolerances, and they shoot no matter what. And you get a 6 hour, and you breathe on the damn thing, you sneeze, and a particle of your spit gets it in the slide, you're done. So, you know, it's just to each their own. But I would go for these if I were you. Budget or not, give them a try. I think you'll be blown away at the performance. They're pretty cool. I think I'm running about 30 weight all the way around. It seems to do pretty good with the valving in this thing with the piston in there. So looks pretty good. And the shock shaft, it's hard to see and get in there, but the shock shafts on these actually look pretty thick. I think they're thicker than the stock ones. So that's actually a cool thing. And you can kind of see they're like a dual rate, triple, quadruple rate, whatever. They got this kind of, you know, close together spring spacing right there. And then it goes into this middle section where it's probably a little stiffer, I guess. And this smaller part right here, that's supposed to take like the smaller bumps. Apparently, I don't know. I don't know if it actually works or not. I don't know. I don't know if that mid section is supposed to. It squeezes down even more. I mean, I'm full compressed right there. I don't feel any difference in them. But anyway, check them out, guys. eBay special shocks. God, I just go for them, dude. Seriously. And if they made some for the big boys, I might even give them a shot for these, because these stock shocks are pretty cool. But I got some Techno springs coming because this thing's chassis slaps like nobody's business. Once you start doing these big things, you know, M2C stuff, hot racing stuff, you're adding not ounces anymore, you're adding poundage. So, yeah, more to come on that. But go get yourself some shocks, guys. eBay shocks. I'll do a video later on how long they actually last, because I plan on running this more often. My youngest son, you know, he wants something to go out there and putt around with too. And as you can see, this thing is not in showroom quality anymore. So, yeah, I think it's okay for the kids to play around with it. Plus, I've had it for like a good, I don't know, when these come out, 15, whatever, whenever they first came out, 2015. Anyway, I've had a good 6-7 years, and it's still in this shape. Nothing's really broken on it, except for the typical things, but yeah. All right, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.